A very good morning to those who are watching this video. Today I'm going to teach you all about subtopic 1.2 complex number from chapter 1 mathematics, specifically regarding polar form. So as we all know, complex number in the form of a plus bi, where we normally use the letter z to represent a complex number. The a and b is a is the real part and b is the imaginary part. So now what are we going to do is that we are going to change this a plus bi into a new form, which we call it as polar form, where the polar form will look like z equals to r cos theta plus I sin theta. So what are the letter r and theta representing? The letter r in the polar form is basically equals to modulus of complex number, where the modulus of complex number got a specific formula, which is square root of a square plus b square. So if we square root the a square plus b square, we can get the r. How about the angle over here, the theta? The theta over here is what we call as argument of z, or in short form argz. So this argument of z also got a specific formula, which is theta equals to tangent inverse b over a. So if we get the r and the theta, we can do the polar form. Now, as you guys can see on the whiteboard, I got 4 different complex numbers, and we are going to change each of them into the polar form. So I separated all the 4 complex numbers into different columns because each of them are located in different quadrant. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So let's take into the quadrant 1. So as you guys can see, the complex number is 3 plus 4i. So the first step, we find the r, which is modulus of complex number. So r equals to modulus of complex number, which is square root of a square plus b square. My a is the real part, 3 square, plus b is the imaginary part, 4 square. I got 5. After finding r, we need to find the theta, which is the argument of z. So before we find the argument of z, we will represent this complex number into the Argand diagram. The Argand diagram will look like the x-axis will be real and y-axis is the imaginary axis. So 3 plus 4i, if we represent it in the Argand diagram, it will be like this. So we need to find the theta. So my theta is angle between positive x-axis and complex number line, so it should be here. So as you guys can see, my theta is going anti-clockwise, so it should be positive line, positive sign. So how to find the theta? We need to use the trigonometric ratio. For this case, it is suitable if we use tangent. So theta is tan inverse b over a. And before you find the answer, make sure your calculator is in the radian mode. My b is 4, my a is 3. 0.923 radian. So after finding the r and theta, you can represent them in the polar form. So that's it. So now let's take into quadrant 2, which is negative 3 plus I. So first step, as usual, find the r, which is square root of a square plus b square. My a is negative 3. My b is, if nothing over here, meaning 1. So 1 square. So second is the modulus of complex number. Now we need to find the theta. So as usual, always draw the Argand diagram. So now we need to label our theta. As I told you earlier, theta is the angle between positive x-axis and complex number line. So my theta will be over here. And still the angle going anti-clockwise, so it is still positive. So, but we cannot straight away find the theta because it is not in the quadrant 1, it is quadrant 2. So we need to find the alpha first. Alpha is the positive acute angle located inside the triangle. So alpha is tangent inverse B over A. B is 1, A is negative 3, but for this we only to include the negative sign. Okay. So after finding the alpha, we need to find the theta because our target is to find the theta argument, not the alpha. So how to do that? We need to use the relationship between the alpha and the theta. As you guys can see, the theta and alpha, if we both add up, it equals to pi. So theta plus alpha equals to pi. Our target is to find the theta. So theta equals to pi minus alpha. My alpha is this one. So you will get 2.8198. Right. So now you can represent in the polar form. Now let's do for quadrant 3. So the first step, find your r, which is modulus of z. So r equals to square root of a square plus b square, which is negative 5 square plus negative 5. You will get 5/2. So after finding your r, you need to find your theta. So before you find your theta, always draw your Argand diagram in the correct quadrant. After that, you need to label your theta. As I told you, theta is the angle between positive x-axis and complex number line. So if I draw my theta like this, it is completely wrong because the theta got a specific size, which is from negative pi until positive pi, which we call it as principle of argument. We need to follow the principle. So for this one, if we go in this direction, the theta will be more than pi. So we need to choose an alternative way, which is in this direction. Now it is correct because the theta, it is still in between positive x-axis and complex number line, and it is still follow the principle, which is from negative pi until pi. So this one is totally wrong. And you cannot straight away find your theta, you need to find your alpha first. So my alpha is the angle inside the triangle, and my alpha is always positive. So find your alpha first. Alpha is tangent inverse B over A, and B is negative 5, no need to include the negative because alpha is always positive acute angle. You will get pi over 4, right? And our target is to find the theta because we need the theta, not the alpha. So my theta, so how to find your theta? You need to use the relationship between alpha and theta. So as you guys can see, my theta and alpha, if we add up together, it equals to pi. So my theta plus alpha equals to pi. So make the theta as the subject, pi minus alpha. And one more, you need to check whether your theta is positive or negative. If we go in this direction, which is clockwise, your theta should be positive. Should be negative. If your theta is going anti-clockwise, should be positive. if your theta going clockwise, should be negative. So you need to add yourself a negative like this. Theta equal to negative pi minus alpha. So pi, my alpha is pi over 4. You'll get negative 3 over 4 pi z. So after finding your theta and your r, you can do your polar form, which is z equals to pi. This is my polar form. And the last one we do for quadrant form. So as usual, find your r. My r is square root of a square plus b square. My a is 4. My b is negative 3. So you will get 5 also. So you need to find your theta. So always draw your Argand diagram and label your theta. Theta is the angle between positive x-axis and complex number line. So I cannot go in this direction because it will be more than 5. So I need to choose in this direction. And after that, you can see my theta going clockwise. So the theta should be negative. Now you can find the theta straight away, which is tangent inverse b over a. But since my theta is negative, add a negative. So tangent inverse, my b is 3, my a is 4. Should be negative 0.6435 radian. So now you got your r and your theta. You can do your polar form, which is z equals to, so this is my polar form for this question.